In this video, we're going to be making a deck of cards like this that can slide open and hold some cards and then have this kind of hollow shell here that we can then slide back over like that. So let's jump into Blender and get started. Here we are inside of Blender and we want to make this cube into a deck of cards. So 7 to go to top view, N to pull up the side panel, and now a card is 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to times that by 25.4 because that's how many millimeters in an inch. And now there we have the width of the card. Height of the card is 3.5 times 25.4 to get the inches. And then the kind of the height here is going to be 25.4 or 1 inch. So now this is a basic size of a deck. Now I want this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to add 2 millimeters to each of these. Now the reason I'm doing this is so that there's a little wiggle room and the cards aren't going to be perfectly inside of this. Now let's name this deck. So here I have my deck, and what I'm going to do is go to front view, and then I'm going to tab into edit mode here, select the face, make sure that front face is selected, and then I'm going to hit delete faces. Now what I'm going to do is take this wrench, hit add modifier, generate solidify, and I'm going to start to add some thickness to this sleeve. Now as I increase this or decrease this, it'll go outward or inward. And then also look at the extremes, it's not even. And that's because I scaled this outside of edit mode. So if I go to the side panel here, you can see the scale was not applied. So let's do that now. Shift A, apply scale. And now as I scale this, you can see that it's even. And so I want to be going outside because I want the cards to fit. So maybe -1 is exactly what I want. That's pretty thin, but that's still going to print. And so if you want it really sturdy, you can make it thicker, but this worked for everything that I test printed. Now with that, let's go ahead and rename this deck inside. And then what I can do is go ahead and duplicate this. So Shift D, move that along the x-axis. And now this is going to be the outside sleeve. Now this isn't going to fit, but if I can somehow take this outside shell and make it my new shell, it would almost fit perfectly, but I need a little bit of margin of error. So I'm going to change this to -2 to make that a little bit thicker. And then it's going to give me a little bit of padding. And then I'm going to hit apply, tab into edit mode, and then with face select, I'm going to select these different faces, all these outside faces. Now Control I to inverse and then delete faces. And now I have an outside sleeve that will fit with a margin of error. Now I can add modifier, generate solidify, type in -1 again so it's the same thickness, and there we go. Now with the solidify, I did -2, which gives me 1 millimeter worth of padding. And it fits when I printed this, but I'd probably do less than that, like maybe -1.5 to give a 0.5 millimeter padding. And that would be a much snugger fit, and I think it would work. So anyways, we are done, and we just need to orient these so that they can print. So let's first of all apply the modifiers to both of these. And now with them selected, go R to rotate, and then just type in 90 so it's facing up. And now you want to export each of these separately. You do not want to export them together. So I went ahead and imported these into Prusa Slicer so you can see what that looks like. Let's go there now. Now in Prusa, this is a great visualization of how this lines up. So right there is a 1 millimeter gap. And as I printed this off, it worked, but it was a little bit big. I might have made that a little bit smaller and it would have been a lot more snug. But if it's perfectly snug, it's not going to fit at all. So with those selected, I'm going to move them close together so that it's going to print faster. And then it's oriented facing straight up, so we don't need any supports while printing this off. Now, with that being said, if I go ahead and slice this, you'll see this. The slices go this way, so there are points of failure with it being that thin if you crush the case in your hands, and it does take a little bit of effort. It's not like these things just fall apart if you sneeze. It's always so cool to make something useful for around the house. Now, with that being said, we did learn something. I would make that gap around there a little bit tighter, not so tight that it doesn't fit, but as it stands, it can kind of like slide out like that. And so that's part of the process. You make something, you print it off, you see what works, you see what doesn't work, and you kind of monitor and adjust, and you learn. Awesome. See you in the next video.